It's Yomi here. So today is going to be the start to my weekly reading vlog. Right now it is Monday, November 11th and it is 11:46 right now. What I wanted to do was to give a little bit of a life update before I tell you what are the books that I would like to read or accomplish throughout this week. For a little bit of a life update, I did take a few weeks off just because I wanted to concentrate on my family, especially my little brother and my mother, and also I just wanted to have some me time. I wanted to have some time with them, with my dogs, and also to deal with a lot of things, especially with my back, because my back started acting up again, and I already decided that I don't want to depend on pills. It's something that's momentarily, but it isn't in the long term, something that's gonna help me. So I decided to do yoga this morning. I was doing a little bit of yoga exercises. I am gonna do only what I can do. I'm gonna ease into it just because a few of those, especially for back pain, there are ones that I honestly don't want to do because I'm afraid that I might hurt myself a lot more, but I am going to ease into it, the ones that I can feel that I can do and the ones that I can feel that I can accomplish. And also I want to start walking, so it's something that I'm going to start including this week into my lifestyle just because I want to get healthier. I want to lose the 10 pounds that I had gained, because I gained 10 pounds, and for me as a person, I cannot continue gaining weight just because of my back and also because of my health, because these extra 10 pounds do affect me a lot, and also motivation wise they just, you know, take out a lot of energy out of me. So I do want to lose those 10 pounds, and it's just for me to feel better, because when I lost those 10 pounds I felt a lot better, like I was happier and I could have moved around a lot better, and I didn't have that much back pain. But since recently a few things have been happening to my back, well, it has intensified. So I do want to lose weight because of that, and also want to be a little bit more active with my dogs, and I want to take them out a lot more, and I don't want to depend on being sitting down all the time, just because like I just don't want that. I just don't want that, you know. So yeah, that's what I started to think about, and that's something that I just decided to execute. I already have it written on my journal, because if I write it on my calendar it makes me accountable for doing these things, and I'm also going to take a lot more time just for me, health wise and whatnot. But yeah, those are my little bit of life updates. Also, what have I been doing with my family? We've been going out, we've been eating out, we've been going to the movies. I saw The Addams Family and I freaking loved it. It was so amazing. Yesterday we were at the movies, also saw Terminator Dark Fate, and I really did enjoy it. I like what they did, because it's basically like they eliminated all the past Terminators aside from the second one, because like, let's be real, T3 Rise of the Machine, that was not good. I don't like the way they portrayed John Connor. Like, he was such a badass as a kid, and then the third one he was just like, the hell's wrong with you? I didn't like it the way it was done. But the other one was Salvation. I wasn't a fan of that one. I was just like, okay, you know, whatever. But I really wasn't a fan of that one. Genesis changed everything. I understand where was it that it came from. It does have that nostalgic factor to it, because they took a lot of references from the second one, and I was just like, this feels so nostalgic. But I don't know how I feel on it. But I wasn't a fan of the acting also, so that's something that I have a lot of issues with. And this one, it was really good. I enjoyed it. I really did. I like what the take that they had on it, and also I'm not gonna say anything because of spoilers, but it was good. It was good. It was entertaining and I enjoyed it a lot. I did start reading last night. I picked up Vicious. Yeah, you heard me right. I picked up Vicious. I think I'm probably like in the 200-page mark, because I read 90 pages last night. And right now I can say that it's really, really interesting. Like after that 100-page mark, and once I get adapted, and I'm using air quotes because I'm still not really that much adapted into it, but once I get somewhat of a semblance of the back and forth between the timeline, I'm like, okay. And also the fact that I didn't know who really was the villain, because it does have that take on it, like who really is the villain and who really is the hero. In reality, really there aren't any heroes. They're just there for their own agendas, but there's something that's deeper within what is that they want to accomplish. And I'm just like, oh my god, yes. There's Ellie, man. What I can say about him is that he speaks a lot of horse shit. Like, let's just say that, like, he's preaching something that is just like, what are you talking about? Like, honestly, what are you talking about? Like, Victor is one that I'm really enjoying a lot. I didn't know Sydney what kind of purpose she served into the story, but now I understand why is it that she's vital for the story. So yeah, I'm really enjoying it right now is what I can say. And I also did pick up The Girl the Sea Gave Back by Adrienne Young. I'm roughly like 10 or 11, yeah, I'm 10 pages into it, and so far tabbed it, a few, and I'm really enjoying it. I like that it takes place 10 years after Sky in the Deep, so we get those clans and what is it that they have evolved into. So I'm really intrigued as to see where else is it that this leads. But I'm also curious as to why was it that she was banished from her tribe. So I'm gonna continue reading. Okay, hi you guys. So I know it's been a long time since I last updated. Today is Saturday, November 16th. It's right now 8:37 in the morning, and if you can see him, hi Mikey. I'm with Mark just because today they're going to inject him because his cough has intensified. I've taken him to 4 different vets, and I've been basically nursing him back to health because the cough really does scare me. It's such an intense cough that I'm scared that he might like stop breathing in one of those coughs, because it's really horrible to hear him cough like that. And I've taken him to 4 vets, and none of the vets know what the hell he had. There was one who got close, one who was listening to his heart, and she said that she heard something really extremely faint in his heart, and she sent me somewhere else so they can monitor his heart. The problem was that in this place that I went to, they actually didn't listen to what she said, and they told me something else. The problem is that the medication that they gave him hasn't worked. Every single medication that they've given me hasn't worked for Mark. But I came to this, it's like this pharmacy vet, and I was talking to him, and he was like, you know what, he was telling me a lot of things and whatnot, because he was listening to everything. Like, I told him the entire story, and he was like, you know what, this medication is really good. The problem is that it has to be a really minimal, like really minimal dosage that I give him, because if not, it can put him to sleep. Like, but not sleep that'll affect him, but just like, you know, make him sleep. And I'm like, no, I don't want to give him that much. I just want to give him a little bit. And he told me it's something that, because he does have problems with his heart. So yeah, my little old guy is 12 years old and he's having problems with his heart. So he tells me that that's something that obviously is not going to erase from its body, from his system, because his heart is roughly a little bit like it's failing. You know, he's 12 years old and his heart is starting to give him problems. And you know, that started this year with his cough and whatnot. And I'm terrified. I'm not prepared to say goodbye to them, because I'm not. And he's like, you know what, your dog can last 5 more years, but he has to be diagnosed. And I'm telling you, I told him, like, my dog hasn't been diagnosed with anything, like nothing. And I'm annoyed because I've taken him to so many vets, I've wasted so much money, and nobody has told me, like, right down to what the hell is it that he has. And when one vet got close, that vet was roughly ignored. And it's frustrating because, like, I don't care what I pay as long as my dog is happy and he feels better, you know. But like, trying to guess what is it that my dog has me really annoyed. So that's why I've been MIA, just because I've been taking care of him. And I'm not a person that functions when they're hurt. They have to be in the best condition available, and then I'll be happy, because they are my coping mechanism. And I know it's bad, but you know, that's what they are to me. And like I said, I'm not prepared for when they have to go. I've been desperate for these past couple of months. You have no idea. I just want him to feel better, and if he's gonna continue having this cough, for it to be extremely minimal, for something to help him control it. Because like, I know it bothers him, because he always looks for me and I try to comfort him. So yeah, that's what I've been doing for the past couple of days. I also bought them some cute clothes. I wanted to bring Snow, but I couldn't, because like I said, my mother, I don't know if I said it in this clip because I had to refilm, but my mother told me last minute, she was like, no, I'm not gonna go because I haven't even had breakfast. I'm like, woman, I told you since yesterday. So I had to leave Snow, and he was looking at me, and I'm like, but I am gonna record them when I get home, because they look so freaking adorable. I bought them sweaters, and they, oh my god, they look so cute. Mikey, give me, mi amor. ¿Tú quieres ver? Vente para que te vean. No? Okay, so I'm gonna go have him injected, and hopefully, fingers crossed, honestly. Time for a little bit of a life update, because I haven't done any reading. So right now it is 5:01, and Oh my god, it has been a Saturday, honestly. It's been a really hectic Saturday. Like I told you this morning, I was gonna take Mark to get his injection, and he did. He already got it. On Tuesday, I'm gonna take him to get the second dosage, just because Mark has un soplo en el corazón, which is roughly heart failure. I would love to hear his heart. And I'm like, of course you can hear his heart. And he did. And he even, you know, put those thingamajigs in my ear so I can hear it myself, so I can understand what is it that Mark has. And I was really grateful, because I was like, oh my god, thank you so much. I would love to hear his heart. I've never heard his heart. So I heard his heart, and there's a moment that he just does like whoosh, instead of it being like a normal heartbeat. And I was like, yeah, I hear that. And he's like, well, that's what it is. Your dog is suffering from heart failure. But he asked me, like, is he in a little corner where he doesn't eat, doesn't socialize, he doesn't talk to anybody? Well, obviously bark, you know, not talk, but bark. And I'm like, no, he's completely the opposite. I have to tell him to shut up sometimes, because he gets so agitated that he just continues to cough. I have to tell him to shut up when he's barking to the next door neighbor's dog, because they don't get along. So, and he runs, he wants to be active, and he eats more than he's supposed to eat. So he's very active. So that's something that I'm humbly blessed and grateful for. But it's just that you know, he's suffering from his heart. So that's something that I'm going to monitor a lot more. So the other reason why I haven't been reading is because I had an activity with the Honor Society, and it was very beautiful activity. I enjoyed it so much, and it was just lovely. It was just very lovely. So that's why I just roughly got home. I bought pizza because I wanted to eat pizza. Like, I craved pizza so badly, and I ate 4 slices. Am I sad about that, or am I, you know, not happy with myself for eating 4 slices of pizza? No, of course not. I'm content with myself for eating 4 slices of pizza, because it was much appreciated. Oh my god, I loved it so freaking much. But yeah, what I want to do right now is that I do want to read. So I'm gonna read Vicious, because that's the one that I'm like kind of, you know, leaning towards. I have made a little bit of progress with the Stones Don't Lie. That's not the name of the book. The name of the book is The Girl the Sea Gave Back. That's the name of the book. I am on page 44. I wanted to finish this chapter, but I was 3 pages away from finishing the chapter, and I couldn't stay awake, so I fell asleep. So I do remember everything. So I'm just gonna hopefully read The Girl the Sea Gave Back for like an hour, but I want to read at least 2 hours of Vicious. Okay, so time for a little bit of a reading update. Right now I am on page 263 of Vicious, and I don't know how I feel. Like, I still, while I am enjoying Ellie's chapters now, because I like getting to know like the mindset of these characters, because I like her play on what is a villain, what is a person who's roughly trying to benefit themselves in the pursuit that they're in. I like that take on it. And, you know, is there a villain, or are these people just working for their own agendas at the end of the day? And what is it that they see correct? Because Serena is one that mentions, I don't remember where was it that it mentioned it, but she says that you're the hero in your own story. And I like that, because it is true, you know. It has that play on it that, you know, regardless of the fact that these 2 main characters, Victor and Ellie, roughly, well, one of them has, you know, this mindset that it's just like, whoa, what are you preaching, man? Honestly. But like, it's nice to delve into their mind and see what is it that they're thinking about, and what is it that they want to accomplish. So I'm really enjoying that aspect of it. I still don't like the timeline set. I don't know, I can't seem to get into it, because I don't like it, because like right then when you give me an enticing moment, and then you just give me 10 years in the past, and then you go back to the present time, and then you go back to a certain moment, and then you go back to another character, and you go back to another character. It's a lot, and I don't know how I feel on it. Like, I like chapters that are, if you're gonna have 6 perspectives, I don't mind. 6 of Crows, just give me the character in the beginning, and you know, I know that's gonna be emphasized on that person. I still don't know how I feel on that timeline. Like, it's still for me. I also don't, okay, this is gonna be a complete spoiler, so just don't listen to me for a minute. But I'm gonna write the time as to when I finish, like somewhere around here, so you can actually not be spoiled for Vicious. But Serena's gift is compulsion. So is it technically rape when she takes Ellie? Because like there is a part where he's like, I'm feeling something in my chest, like there might be something that it's more of a want for me than actually for what she's giving me. But I don't know how I feel on that, because the first time it wasn't given, so the second time it's roughly mentioned. So I don't know, if you compulse somebody on a whim to get something, I don't think it's right. I don't know, I don't view it as right. I don't like it. So I don't know how I feel on that, because I'm just having a lot of contradicting issues right now with Vicious. So I'm just going to continue reading because I do want to fish it. I'm going to fish it. I do want to finish it. So let me continue and then I'll update you later. Good afternoon and a happy Sunday to you as well. Right now it is 5:33, and if you hear any munching, my dogs are eating, so just bear with me because they really need to eat. But yeah, what can I say about today to give you any kind of a semblance of an update? I've been procrastinating. I've been reading. I've been taking Instagram pics. I did a load of laundry, but only could do one because my washing machine decided to die on me. So perfect, we gotta get that fixed now. Wonderful for me, right? So yeah, but I am back in the motivation of actually taking Instagram pics because I haven't taken photos in more than 2 weeks, and I really do love that platform, so I want to get back into it. With my reading, I'm gonna give you a little bit of a reading update. I finished Vicious. You want to hear my thoughts? Okay. I gave Vicious 3.5 out of 5 stars. While it has an interesting premise, there's nothing that grasps my enjoyment of it. There are moments that I liked, but there wasn't anything to solidify the fact that it was a great and entertaining read. I have to admit that the premise for it is quite fascinating. The fact that we have regular ordinary people that have gone through near-death experiences and have come out extraordinary people, which roughly gives them magical abilities, but there is something that's quite off about them. So I think that that alone is quite interesting, how we follow ordinary people down this path. Like, my main issue would definitely have to be the shifting between the timeline. Like, I can say the ones that I really felt for were Victor Vale, Mitch. I really did enjoy Mitch. That one I have to admit, he was quite interesting. And how his backstory was given. It has nothing to do with the fact that he shares my little brother's name, but I really did enjoy him. Also, Sydney and Dole, really good characters. I really did enjoy their point of view, because we do get a few points of views. But as for Ellie and Serena, I could care less about them. What I want to do now is that I'm going to upload my review for Vicious, because I really want to upload that today. And also, I just downloaded the audiobook for The Girl the Sea Gave Back. Since I haven't made any progress on this one, I saw the audiobook on Scribd and I was like, you know what, perfect timing. I'm gonna download that audiobook because I really need to hear this one, because I've been wanting to look for an audiobook, but I just didn't know which one I wanted to hear. And I saw the audiobook was available and I was like, you know what, this is a sign. This is a sign from above. I need to hear it. And also, I want to make a lot more progress. So yeah, that's what I'm gonna do. Good morning. Today is Monday, November the 18th, and right now it is 8:59. There are a few noises, so I'm gonna make this quick. But last night I managed to get to page, I did a lot of damage on The Girl the Sea Gave Back. I got to page 236. I was listening to it at 2x speed, so I think I really needed an audiobook to actually listen to. And so far there are so many things that are happening, so many action scenes, so many things that I'm just like, oh my god, another war, what is happening here? I also like how we're getting glimpses of past characters from Sky in the Deep. Like, I expected that we weren't gonna get any characters from Sky in the Deep, but after I read my notes for Sky in the Deep, I was like, wait, this is a character that I wanted his perspective. And also, even though we get glimpses of them, they're only roughly mentioned. I'm really enjoying having those past characters because I really did love those characters. I would like for it to be like a little bit more interaction, but I'm not expecting that because I know that this book is centered around something else, around somebody else. So it's really entertaining to actually get that. But yeah, what I want to do is that I'm gonna listen to the audiobook. I have my coffee because I just had breakfast because it was much needed, and my kids are with me. I put their shirts on because it's a little bit cold, but I'm gonna take them off right now because I think they're okay. But I found Snow like in a little ball on the bed, and he's usually rarely like that, so I think that he was cold, so I put his jacket on. But he looks so cute. But yeah, I'm gonna update you later just because I know there are a few noises around. So yeah, I hope to be productive today. Thank you to the Secretary of Department of Education that he decided to give us free. I just adore him so much. Tomorrow I also have free, so I plan to extend this vlog for tomorrow, for today and tomorrow, just because since I couldn't vlog those other days, this will basically compensate for those other days that I couldn't vlog. So yeah, I'm gonna get into reading. Okay, so right now it is 10:18, so time for a little bit of a reading update. I just finished The Girl That Sea Gave Back, and this was a really good read. I gave it 4 out of 5 stars. I like how everything is intertwined, and how was it that there's something given since the beginning, but I honestly didn't piece it together, and then when it was given, I was just like, mind blown, you know? But I really enjoyed this book. The only thing is that if I would have to nitpick with anything, would be that I would have preferred an epilogue. This doesn't have an epilogue. There was also, okay, you might consider this a spoiler, so tread carefully, just in case. I'm just warning you. But like the two main characters within the story, they just kiss out of nowhere, and I'm just like, there was no build up to it. Like, I understand that their fate is intertwined. Fate has roughly, you know, already set their destination and their journey, so I really like that take on it. But I don't know, I would have liked to build it for it, because it just like, okay, whatever, you know. But yeah, like I was saying, this would have been great if it had an epilogue, so we can understand what else happened, instead of it being left for the reader to actually like predict or think of an epilogue. So that's something that I would have liked. But I just liked how it had characters from Sky and the Deep, and how we got more of the spiritual aspect of the Vikings or the warriors. So that was really, really good to be, you know, told throughout the story. So yeah, this was a good read. The writing is okay. I don't have anything with it. I really do like the writing, but I would have preferred a little bit more things to be given instead of just being left drifting, you know. So yeah, so what I'm gonna do is that I'm gonna take a little bit of a break, but I do want to start The Dire King, which is the final book in the Jacoby series, and oh my god, I love this series, and I really want to know what happens. So I'm gonna prepare myself. I'm gonna mentally and physically prepare myself. So I'm gonna get some reading done, and yeah, I'll talk to you later. Good morning, you guys. So today is November 19th, and right now it is 9:07, and today is a holiday for us. I remember that I mentioned that yesterday and today we're off. Today is officially a holiday for us because we celebrate roughly the discovery of Puerto Rico, el descubrimiento de Puerto Rico. So that's a holiday for us, yay. One of my dog is complaining because I think he's hungry, so I'm gonna make this really quick because I need to give him food. So yeah, I wanted to give a little bit of an update with The Dire King by William Ritter. Last night I got to page 192. I wanted to stop like around page 50, but this is so addictive that I couldn't stop. Like last night I forced myself to stop and go to bed, because if not, I was gonna finish it entirely in one sitting. Oh my god, this one is just so hilarious. I love Jacoby so freaking much. Like, can you even continue to love him a lot more? Yeah, I think you can. Like, here we get his vulnerability, you know, his doubts, his insecurities, and I'm just like, I love you so much. I also love how we're getting all the past characters, and I'm just enjoying how everything is just developing and everything that we previously got. So oh my god, this is just freaking lovely. I just love it so much. This time I have a lot of blue tabs, and I changed blue tabs for this one just because I had so many blue tabs that I did blue tabs for foreshadowing. And The green ones don't mean world building in this one because, you know, it is paranormal historical fiction. So the green ones in this one are plot twists, revelations, and important events. And I'm just like, oh man, this is so interesting. What does this mean? This is something very, very important for the next scene. So I'm just like that, and I'm just, oh, I'm enjoying this so freaking much. So today I think I'm gonna be finishing this. The only thing that I have planned for today is to finish the Dire King. I do want to clean my bookshelves, but I also need to take Mark to get his second injection, so that's what I'm gonna do. So I'm gonna give them food because I know that they're hungry, and then I'll update you when roughly I think I finished the Dire King. Okay, so today is the next day, and I forgot to update last night just because the Dire King gave me a lot of emotions, but I did manage to finish it on that night, and it was just, as you can tell, it gave me a lot of emotions. It completely and utterly destroyed my heart, and then miraculously it fixed it, it healed it in the end. It was just, oh my god, it was a roller coaster of emotions because I was just like, you can't destroy my heart, this cannot be happening. And I was still sad, and then oh my god, it was just, it was amazing. It was lovely. I enjoyed everything about it. The only thing is, where the hell is the epilogue? Oh man, I honestly, I would have loved an epilogue because it was just marvelous. Like, I loved it. I enjoyed everything about it. I gave it 5 out of 5 stars. I still have to write my review, but it's gonna be a review full of a lot of gushing because I love this so freaking much. Like, so amazing. I don't think I've uttered anything aside from the fact that I really do love it, but I love everything, like the action, everything that they went through, how in the end everything was resolved, and also like everything that they went through, the journey, the experience, and us as readers getting to know more. It was just, it was lovely. I loved it. I would love more books in this world, honestly. I also read the novella. There was a novella, I can't recall the name of it right now because it's not here, but I did read the novella just because I needed a lot more Jacoby. But I did read that novella. I can't recall the name, like I said, for the life of me, but it was really good. It was Abigail's birthday, and Jacoby wanted to make it special for her, and I was just like, oh my god, they're thrusted into an adventure, a lot of things go wrong, but it was just a really good story. Yeah, so yeah, that's it for this hopefully weekly-ish reading vlog. So yeah, I just want to say thank you for watching. I hope that you have a wonderful day and or night, and I'll see you in my next video. Peace.